Thanagar Prime was built on a terrifying lie, but what other secrets lay at its core? Well, let's hop into the pages of Justice League issue number 16 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, the Martian Keep was relaying to John Jones the secret history of Perpetuia, the godlike mother figure who seemed to have created the universe. But wait, I thought Dr. Manhattan created the universe. Yeah, well, so did we all. Keep buying DC Comics, everyone. The first race to discover Perpetuia and her symbol were the Malthusians, who of course will become the race that eventually evolves into the Guardians of the Universe. It was Krona, the Malthusians' greatest scientist and the same man who will eventually go on to help mastermind the creation of the Anti-Monitor, who led the scientific exposition into Perpetuia. What was his finding? She's scary as hell and that we should bury everything involving her and her symbol lest she come back and kill us all. Now while all of this lore and backstory is getting delivered to the Martian Manhunter, nothing but beatings are getting delivered to poor Hawkwoman, who is getting beaten up by Empress Shayera. Empress Shayera had used the power of the ancient Thanagarian Absorbacron to turn a bunch of memories into real-life constructs, including her dead love, Katar Hol. Something we discover she would not have been able to do if the universe was not so messed up as it is right now following the destruction of the Source Wall. For you see, that was another thing Perpetuia was responsible for, keeping the darker, more chaotic parts of the universe separate from the lighter and more friendly side that we're more familiar with via the Source Wall. In fact, that's kind of what her symbol is supposed to represent. She was able to do this through the help of her army, a savage fighting force made of both human and Martian hybrids. And after Perpetuia went missing, her power was scattered amongst her most loyal followers. Some went to Earth, taking the power of fire with them, and the Martians went off to Mars, where they learned to fear fire, which, you know, for those keeping track at home, is like the 5th or 6th new version as to why Martians are afraid of fire. What does this have to do with our Martian, though? John Jones, well, as the Martian Keep tells us, he was actually kidnapped as a boy by a group of human scientists who tried to experiment on him and find the link between man and Martian. In fact, they kinda seek to imply this issue that maybe white Martians are a side effect of those experiments. With the good work done of passing on all of this important information to Martian Manhunter, the Keep is finally able to pass away, which, you know, is good for her because it ends her millions of years of suffering, but bad for everyone else on Thanagar Prime. Because with her dead, the only thing left that's powering the Absorbacron is Empress Shayera herself, and her mind has already been stretched to the absolute limit, so the entire planet is falling apart all around them. She's also totally under arrest by the Green Lanterns for breaking a ton of space laws. Yet, being the kindly psychic that he is, John doesn't want her thrown in a cell. Quite the opposite, he uses his mental powers to free her of all of her suffering. What she did was wrong, but she wasn't truly evil at the end of the day. Shayera had seen so much destruction and suffering amongst the Hawk people, she just tried to take an easy way out to fix things. In the end, though, everyone is rescued from the crumbling planet by the quick arrival of the Trinity, as well as Starman, who is finally awake. And it's in this issue we get a nice little taste of what this dude is capable of, seeing as he is endowed with totality energy. First off, he actually takes a little piece of what was in Empress Shayera and gives it to Kendra Saunders, in a way making her a fuller, more complete Hawkwoman. He also explains why these two women were split from their great line of reincarnation, that Perpetuia feared what Hawkwoman could potentially do, and that those nth metal symbols that we've been seeing on Hawkwoman's wings, that's no symbol at all. It's a map to dry land. Okay, well, actually a map to the realm of the gods, but same difference. And our team is going to be heading there right after Starman helps them fix the Source Wall as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Justice League issue number 16, everybody, and I gotta say, I think this issue more than anything else really establishes this book as a true must-read at DC right now. Everything that's been happening in this arc under Scott Snyder just feels so damn important, like this really is going to change the fabric of the DC universe and its characters as we know it. Of course, they said the same thing about Dr. Manhattan and Doomsday Clock, and it already seems like they're pivoting on that, but hey, you take what you can get, right? I think this issue also serves as a perfect example of something that I've been saying about Scott Snyder as a writer for a very long time, and that is he uses every piece of the lore, every bit of the canon, every character to tell his stories. And it's just a joy from start to finish. Overall, I'd give this one a very positive 9 out of 10. I am truly in love with this book now. Hey there everyone, it's your old old pal Cape Joel again, and I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. That you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you really like what I do, you might want to pick up a Cape Joel shirt. Yes, that's right, I have my own merch store over at TeePublic. Check out for great designs like my little Cape Man, stuff from the comic multiverse, fun stickers, in-jokes. We got it all over at the TeePublic store. You can check it out right now. And I will be sure to see you all again next time. Bye-bye.